So you probably figured out all of the surface things that you need in your business. I mean, your website is tight, everything looks amazing, your Instagram page is absolutely sparkling, but you're probably trying to figure out where the sales. Hey there, beautiful. Welcome back to my channel. Tamia Dawkins here. If you've never seen my face before, I would love to invite you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because on my channel, we talk about all things connected to living the intentional lady life so that you can build a life and a dream business that I know that you'll absolutely love. Why? Because of the fact that you built it. Do me a favor, make sure you hit the cute little bell for updates. Now, who told you as an upcoming and aspiring entrepreneur that probably has recently started their business, so maybe you've been in the game for some time, that you should only build a brand and let's say a website and some social media pages and you would just absolutely be balling? Let me be the first to let you know that it completely and totally does not work like that. You have to make sure that you have different systematic things in place to be able to create the necessary funnels so that you can totally and absolutely wow your potential client and customer and get them to absolutely buy into the things that you have created. So if you're looking at me through the other side of the screen and you're going, yep, that's exactly what I need to make happen within my business, but I'm not exactly sure on how I can go ahead and easily increase sales within my business. So in today's training video, I'm going to cover all things surrounding 7 easy ways to increase your online sales within your business. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first, I'm going to have you create something that might sound a little funny because maybe you've never heard it before, but you are going to begin to create FOMO. Now, FOMO stands for fear of missing out. What this basically is that as it relates to your products and services, you create a sense of absolute urgency. Now, this is something that is totally highly effective in terms of it being a technique for your business because it once again creates a big sense of urgency. And so by you telling your potential clients and customers how many different products are left, or if you're giving them a timeline in terms of when your services will no longer be available, what happens is that people feel like, oh my goodness, I have to buy it now. Now, don't feel bad. This is happening all the time, and it probably happened to you the very last time that you went ahead and you bought something. But what happens is that you totally want to make sure that you are taking advantage of the fact that you want to create what is known also as scarcity for your products and services, so people understand that they need to get it now, to make sure that they're purchasing your products and services right away, or they might not be able to get in until the next year upcoming. So make sure that you create different levels of FOMO within your business so that people understand that what you're offering is absolutely exclusive. Now, as a psychology mate, I love this next strategy. What you're gonna do is begin to use more psychology in your business. Now, this is something, once again, that you may not know has been happening to you, but a lot of online business owners utilize a level of psychology to be able to get you to buy exactly what they want you to buy within their business. This is a psychological principle known as dominance effect. Bet you never heard about that before. And so what happens is that they will set up their different pricing pages to be able to get you to focus on exactly what they want you to focus on. Now, this looks like having 3 different payment options. Then more than likely, we are for some reason psychologically prone to go ahead and pick the middle option, which would help this business owner to be able to profit exactly the way that they want to profit. More than likely, people never go for the high-end price versus the lowest price. And so this is an amazing strategy because you will be able to know more than likely how much of a profit you want to make from the products and services that you have within your business by making sure that you can kind of calculate things ahead of time. So if you know that you have a luxurious program that you're selling and you don't want to sell it for, let's say, $1,500, but more for like maybe $600, and you know you don't want to go as low as $300, then go ahead and put that $600 amount as your middle price, and then go ahead and offer the $300 as well as the $1,500, and you'll find that you'll get more sales that are centered in that middle price because of this amazing psychological principle called asymmetric dominance effect. Now, if I were you, I would definitely do a massive amount of research if you can apply this to your business for your products and services to see exactly how it works, so that when you set up your funnels, you can get your customers on your pricing pages and you'll find that you're able to get sales that you're looking for to increase your business. Now, have you ever been to a checkout page and found yourself completely agitated because things seemed like they were kind of all over the place and the process was not easy? Well, within your own personal business, you want to make sure that you really begin to reduce all of the confusion as it relates to the checkout process that your potential clients and customers are going through as it relates to your website. Whether you have an e-commerce site or you're selling services or other products, it's important that you have this absolutely down packed and tight. Now, according to Business Insider, there were approximately $4 trillion worth of online merchandise that was abandoned literally in an incomplete shopping cart just last year. Now, there was about 63% of this that was potentially recoverable, but more than likely people didn't understand the importance of making sure that they had their cart game down packed, and they absolutely missed the sale. Now, I know that can be something that is totally mind-blowing to hear, but at the same time, you're getting ahead of the game. This is definitely a very crucial process in terms of you making a sale with your customer, especially because within the customer journey, it takes people a while before they really want to make sure that they can trust you and absolutely get your product, unless they previously already have dealt with you and really know your brand. It definitely takes time. So you don't want to not make sure that you have the process of them checking out absolutely perfect and down packed so that it is seamless and you can absolutely make sure that you have these coins in your bank. Now, it is also super duper important that you are making sure that you provide as many payment options as possible. Now, this is super duper important because you never know where a customer is on their journey. You don't know if they possibly want to buy your product, but they can't necessarily fully afford it, but they need it in order to scale and go to the next place in the journey that they are within as it relates to whatever your products and services are. Now, when people usually purchase something, it's on the basis of a need that they believe that they have. So it's important for you to make sure that you are providing as many payment options as possible. So let's say your business takes credit cards, but maybe you need to open up to the world of Stripe so that you can make sure that you're covering all different bases and people don't feel like, hey, I can't utilize this payment processor to be able to make my payment, or they don't feel comfortable. You can also look into Apple Pay and several other payment processing options so that all of your customers are absolutely covered. Now, I know I talked a lot in the beginning about making sure that you are not completely only worried about the branding of your particular business. Now, while this is super duper important, next, in order for you to make sure that you are increasing sales within your business, you need to make sure that you are investing in quality product images. Nobody wants to see a bad image. We want to see it sparkling and absolutely amazing. When we're looking at the product images that you have on your website, I want to be able to visualize what it is that I am about to make a purchase for, either in my hands or in my house or whatever have you. Now, there is so much evidence that shows that it is super important to make sure that whatever it is that you are presenting has a level of quality, because after all, this is all psychological. It's kind of like when you go to that friend's house and it seems like things are all over the place, and then you go to another friend's house and it seems like everything is perfectly in place. This definitely changes your perception of a person, whether you decide to go ahead and acknowledge that or not. Perception is everything. So you want to make sure that either you go ahead and you take amazing pictures of your products, or you go ahead and hire somebody to be able to do it, but you definitely want to make sure that you get this absolutely right. Now, if you are into making sure that you want for your business to be perceived from a certain perspective, then it is important that you put together quality product photography so that you can make sure that people are having an amazing perspective of your particular product. Now, in order to create your sales, there is a concept that basically says that it's important to give away as much as you possibly can for free. Now, I believe that this works in some instances, especially if you are new to a particular industry, or let's say in some cases you are building your email list. Now, I leverage this strategy as it relates to building my email list, where I am giving away a free guide to be able to get an exchange email from my potential clients and customers. But you have to make sure that while you implement this strategy, and it could definitely be utilized in terms of creating what is known as an upsell as it relates to your higher price products or services, but you have to make sure that you don't cheapen things as it relates to the process as to how this is done. Because what will happen in some cases is that you have different people that absolutely love free stuff and they know everything that they need to do to be able to get exactly what they need to be able to help them to build on their journey. Or in some cases, you'll get the wrong clients, or let's say potential customers, attracted to your business on the basis of the fact that they think something is free. Now, this strategy will absolutely work out. You decide to give a freebie, but there definitely should be an upsell. And so for me personally, I'll go ahead and my email list building funnel, and I'll go ahead and give away a free guide. But then at the end of that particular funnel, there is an upsell for my ebook. And then there are more emails that are sent out for different upcoming things that I have within my business. So it's super important that you make sure that you understand that people do love free stuff, but depending upon the branding and the message that you have for your business, it's important that you know what you're doing as it relates to giving away free stuff to attract people. But if you do have in mind potential client or a prospective, it's important that you utilize this the exact right way so that you don't get a whole bunch of people that are just looking for free things and not looking to pay for the value of what it is that you offer as the business owner. Now, everybody is mobile nowadays. Desktops are absolutely important, but more than likely people are on their phones. So in order for you to potentially get more sales within your business, it's important that you really optimize as it relates to a particular website or mobility. Now, definitely make sure that when you're getting your website built out, that it has the potential to be able to look just as great on the basis of it being mobilely optimized, as well as being just as amazing on the desktop and also on tablets. So that's one of the things that you definitely need to make sure that you look into, whether you're doing an e-commerce site or any other site that is basically built to make sales on. Now, you would be absolutely shocked at the number of online businesses that really are poorly designed as it relates to their sites not being optimized mobile sites. Now, this is something that is super duper important for you as an upcoming business owner as it relates to you making sure that you're getting the necessary sales for your business. Now, in the comments down below, let me know which one of these strategies you're gonna be implementing within your business. I would love to hear your feedback, or if you have any questions, make sure that you put them in the comments down below so that you can definitely keep me in the know. Now, there is one more thing that I absolutely have to let you know, and that is I totally and absolutely believe in you. Do me a favor, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again here soon. Ciao.